Happy Easter, everybody. I got a really cool video of how Easter is the perfect blueprint to create your desired reality. This is Read Your Reality with Reese. I am your host. And Easter, the resurrection of Christ, shows you exactly how reality gets created in every single moment. We use the numbers 1, 2, and 3, or it was used as a way to show you the perfection of how reality gets created. So, Christ died on day 1, right? It doesn't matter which day, you can call it Friday, Sunday, that's not really relevant for this video. But Christ died on day 1, right? That's you dying to your old self. Christ died to his old self, where everyone was debating he's God, he's not God, he's God, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't really matter. You are debating whether you are not, or you are your dream life. The world telling you, oh, you can't live that life. Your family's telling you you can't live that life. There's circumstances and conditions in the way. And you decide one day, you know what, no. I'm going to die to that old identity that doesn't believe. I'm not going to do that anymore. Day 1, I died. Christ died. We're in the tomb now. Day 2. Day 2, there's nothing to do. We want to do something. We want to jump out the tomb. We want to jump out of a room. We want to go make something happen. We want to phone the person that we love. We want to send a million emails to job applications or take loans out to start businesses and all this stuff. We want to do something. But on day 2, you're in the tomb. There's nothing to do. And why is that important that there's nothing to do? Because you have effectively, as God, have said as God, hey, I am in my dream life. You have called it forth. Everything in reality must now be moving. That higher self, that God self that is within you, that God self that Christ is, that you are, is moving the world. And how do you know the world is moving? Because everyone in the world at the time Christ died was getting to know Christ died, and everyone was just unfolding as that, oh, he died, his old self died, and that's what's happening with you. The old self died. Your internal monologue is that my old self is dead. I am that new identity. Right? Day 2, you're in that unfolding, the part where you really want to do something, but you just need to be comfortably uncomfortable in knowing you are fulfilled regardless of what's going on out there. It doesn't matter, just appearances. People saying he's not God, he died. People saying he is God, it doesn't matter, he died. People saying he's going to come back, he said so. All of that stuff, it's just going on. You don't have to do or fiddle with any of it, right? Even today, people are still arguing whether he's God or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter because he's God, and it doesn't matter whether you say he is or not because you are God. It doesn't matter if people say you are or not, right? It only matters what you say. It only matters what he said. It only matters what the individual person says about themselves, not about you. Day 3. The third day. 3 is important because it is a day representing completion, because the number 3 represents completion, right? And I like the symbol in Hinduism, the 3 meaning Om, God, right? It is a symbol of completion, that this is done. You are absolutely your new, your desired self. You have risen as that version of yourself. And how do we know this? The world literally comes to see in the tomb and he's not there. He's gone. He's risen. You have been. You have risen. He is risen. It's literally you having risen as your new identity. The world is reflecting that because they can't see you where you were. You can't see that dead version of you, expecting you to be there, but you're not there. You're that new version. So when I look back at myself, I'm no longer that version. It is literally dead to you. You don't feel or think like that version of yourself. You don't even act the same, but you didn't try to act differently. Right? You don't even act the same, but you didn't try to act differently. That's the best part. You've risen almost unconsciously. And why is it important that people still say he died and was risen? If he was truly the new identity, why do they even refer to him dying? It's the same thing when you, and someone posted this on my group earlier as a question. What about family? What about my family who are saying this and that? What about that? How come they're saying all this old stuff when I am my new self? Christ was resurrected, but the term resurrected only has importance if he died first. Your new reality only has importance and context if you were that old reality not living it. You see, it's kind of like that. The word resurrected and he's risen doesn't have context if he didn't die. You say, oh no, he's just been that person the entire time. There has to be something to trigger the effect of him being God. No, he never really died. He was God the entire time, right? This physical self just went through an appearance of dying and then being born again for the layman to see that this person is God. He can effectively do anything. Any appearance he desires is there. Any appearance you desire is there. So when you want a new dream life, you have to acknowledge this dream life wasn't the one I was dreaming. The dream life wasn't the one I was dreaming. I have to acknowledge that I was dreaming something else to be dreaming this, but I've always been dreaming this because it's always existed. That always exists. This always exists. But now I'm here, and that just gave this context. I'm resurrected. The death gave me context, and the world gave it context. The world sees, oh no, this guy living in this country at the very other end of the world, now he's living it huge and amazing. And for you, you just changed your perspective, and the world changed with you, but it has to have a story revolving around it. That's why your family says, no, you can't do it. No, the arguing and amongst themselves and all this stuff. When it makes you feel small, when you're sitting at the dinner table in your house, far away from your dream, as you think you are doing on day 2 of your resurrecting, and you think that how can I really resurrect into this new identity while I'm sitting here doing this? It's unfolding perfectly even if you are sitting there, because even in your new life, you can still be sitting there. Effectively, it doesn't matter. Nothing is ever held back from you. You will and are and have already resurrected as your new identity. It's the world unfolding to reflect it. That's it. And it's doing so immediately. There's no catching up. Christ died. Christ was in that tomb, and Christ was not there in that tomb exactly in the same moment of time, because all of time exists now. So you are sitting there in your dream life. You are in your dream life, You're finished experiencing your dream life and you're gone. Right now, all of it. Your birth and your death infinitely exist at the same time. It's only an experience of actually moving from one state to another, and the bigger the jump of those states, the more appearances revolve around you that change. And that's why it's so drastic, and why we feel so apart from it sometimes, especially when there's other people involved. But it's all good. It's all you. Remember, it just gives it context. Christ dying gives the resurrection context. The people telling you about your old self and the old doubts and the old fears and the old, I'm sitting here having dinner with my family, but I really want to have this huge magnanimous life. It's just giving you context for that huge magnanimous life that you are aware of, that you are already living. That's why you don't ever have to fear it. And it doesn't matter, even if you're sitting there at dinner and breakfast, which is another comment that someone put on my channel. What about this job application that I had edited, and the person that I love is with someone else? All of that is nothing more than contextual old story. You are not that identity. You have died. You are in that period of unfolding, and your dream life is what's unfolding. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're with someone else. It doesn't matter if you didn't get that job. It's all frames of reality that all exist right now. You got the job in another frame of reality. You're already living the job in another frame of reality. You left the job in another frame of reality. You with the person you love in another frame of reality. Where are you living? Where do you consider yourself living? What identity are you going to be aware of? Are you going to be aware that I am the sole identity? Or are you going to be aware that I am everything, everywhere, all at once? Remember, the tomb was empty, but he was physically existing somewhere. So where are you physically existing? You see, everyone expects him to be in that tomb, but he can't be in that tomb because the old self was in that tomb. Where are you? Are you that old self in that tomb, or are you out and about in your dream life, in awareness? That's what it means. Where are you going to live? Are you going to live in the old self, or are you going to live in the new one? Pick. It really is up to you. I'm your host, Reese, and thank you for the questions, the following, the absolute and utter wonderful, loving support that you all have shown me. I thoroughly love it. Much love, much gratitude, much love, much light. And any questions, anything you want to know, Facebook is available, email is available, YouTube is available also. Thank you for liking, sharing, reposting, duets also, which I didn't know was a thing, but I love it. I'll see you all in the next one, and happy Easter again. I hope you all have a wonderful time with your families, truly, even if they may grate you. It's all good. It's all now. And remember, it doesn't matter. You are in your dream life, regardless of anything, anyone, and any place that you may be.